Good morning. Welcome to Sarita Sales. This is Sara, and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about burning or singeing or sealing, whatever you want to call it, but it is a heat method. I'm going to start by saying that um, this is not for kids. Good morning, Bonnie. How are you? Thanks for coming. This is not for kids because we are obviously using matches. And please be extra careful. Right now, I cannot have a light on because I have so much on my desk. But you need to be just extra careful. If you want, you can have a bowl of water just in case. Sometimes you need it to dip your fingers in case you touch the fabric and it gets hot. It does get hot. This is not a fast project. Um, it helps if you have an open window so you don't have a lot of fumes in here in your house. Um, because of the fumes, I can only do it a little bit at a time. So um, I'm kind of sensitive to strong smells, so that's why. And I use the alcohol to burn, so those are other fumes. I can only take a little bit. So, how are you, Bonnie? Are you going to go to Julie soon? Um, so, if you stick around, I never gave you a chance, the option to ask questions during the tutorial. I always ask questions at the end of it, but with this one, if you would like to ask questions, please do. I'm going to show how to use the Kindle, how to use the burner thing, and how to use the lighter. Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Well, tell Julie to check her emails because I sent an email, but she hasn't responded. Thank you. Thank you, Bonnie. And tell her hi. So for this, you need some polyester fabrics, anything that has anything that's not 100% cotton. If it is cotton, it just turns into ashes. That's if you want to test for cotton. If it turns into ashes, that's cotton. If it melts, then it is polyester or stuff you can use to burn. Because what you're trying to do is seal the edges. So I can use organza, and this is white. Um, some of you bought some of my fabrics, and this is like a sheer, um, and it has the glitter tinsel type, you know, threads in there, but you can still use that. This is a lining lining of a from a this is a sleeve from a dress, so you can use that. This is just, I don't know what kind of fabric is. It's very um, slippery, noisy too, but that works good. Um, this is another thin fabric. And see the threads, you can see that's not cotton, that's polyester. This one is like a satin, It's not, I don't think it's 100% satin, but it is a little heavy. Oh, good morning, Sandy. How are you? Welcome. It, but it's nice and sturdy, and it's really nice to work with. So those are some of your choices. Um, Tool, you can use tool. I haven't burned tools, so I'm not sure. You can use the, this is organza ribbon. This is the 2-inch one side satin ribbon. So the other side is flat. And for this, whenever you're burning, I'm just going to say burning, it's easier. It, it just, it keeps the shape better. With the, if it is double satin, it's a little limp, but it works. And there's a lot of flowers you can do with the regular satin. You have to excuse my hands. I've been dyeing papers. I just finished dipping in my 500. So I'm gonna start with, and if you have any, yes, I have a pile of neckties I haven't been able to find, so I haven't tried those. But yes, any silk fabrics work well. um, uh, Probably saris. Oh, Laidma, hi, how are you? So yeah, anything that you can melt, it's great. Some burn quicker than others, so that's when you have to be really careful. I'm going to start with the candle, and I'm going to leave my fabric there, but I think I'll be okay. I like to use the candle. Well, first of all, if you use your candle, don't it's not doing it, but a lot of times it gives you the black suit on it. It's because of I don't know what's it called, but anyway, when I use the lighter or the alcohol one, it it doesn't give me that. So whenever I do petals and stuff, that's when I use the other one. But for this, like this one, I have a long strip of fabric, and see my edges. That's what we don't want, and that's what we seal. And to me, this is great because I take my piece and I use the base. I have it in a container, of course, and I use that to get support. And I'm just doing, oops. So, if you're not careful, it burns. Um, but I just use it. You have to move quick, and it just it seals it. And if it doesn't show anything, it's because it's sealed. But this one has just a little bit, so I can go over it. But because I'm resting this piece on that, it glides easily. I was gonna show you in this little um this one. This one. I just threw my stuff here and they got all and what I was gonna show you is whenever you take a piece of fabric, let's see if I can do it in this. And you tear it. Some of this don't tear well, but some do. Okay. See all the threads you have? Sometimes it turns under. Anyway, I found out, of course, you get a nice straight edge, but you have extra threads that you need to melt. So whenever you do that, yeah, uh, yes. So it's just whatever works best. If you do it outside, you have to consider the wind. So some it might not work. You just have to make sure you don't have anything. I mean, I have paper here. I have all these fabrics, and I'm okay. So it just depends how sloppy you are, I guess. So whenever I do this, I don't like to do pieces that I torn because you have extra fibers that need to be glued, be cinched, and it gives you a thicker, heavier feel. So what I try to do, like see here, I have all these fibers here, but I'll show you. I like to kind of have a smooth edge. So here, oh, there you go. Here was smooth, and here had right here had those threads sticking out. So you have little fuzz, and then you get more fumes. So so I can tear my fabric, but then I have to clean it up so I don't have that little bulk. Um, Cutting organza especially, I found it difficult to get a straight edge. So what I did is I did tear my fabric to find my straight edge. And then remember when you were in high school and you were in home ec, and anyway, in my school we started with making an apron. Hi April, welcome. And then we had to find the straight of the fabric. So, they showed us how to pull a thread. So that's what I did here. I pulled the thread. So now I can just cut. Whenever I'm ready, I can cut a straight edge, and I can even that out. I'm not doing it right now because I'm not ready to use this. But I went down to my husband's den and I wanted to cut some of this, and I couldn't use my cutter because I don't have it set up down there. So this is what I did. This is how I could make a straight line with, any difficult fabric, shiny or this organza. Oh, thank you, Irma. Irma says I have to be careful with my fingernail polish because it could catch fire. I put it on because my hands are so rough, and I thought, oh, you can look at my fingernail polish instead of my fingers. Okay, I'll be careful. Thank you. I never thought of it. So anyway, so that's one thing you can do with your candle. And then whenever you need to burn the edges, this is a little petal I just cut out. This is fabric. And I just work on the size. See, and how fast it is. And it's sealed. And you can tell if it doesn't pull any thread, and then you can feel it has a little edge. That means it's sealed. So I'm going right through, and because I'm not leaving it on, see, I showed you earlier, and it just burns your fabric away if you let it. But if you move it fast, won't have that problem. So that's what I use the candle for. I can, I can do any petal. Now with this is the white one, and I don't know if you can see, it has a little bit of black soot. I don't, somebody said if I take a baby white, it comes off, but I haven't tried that. I'm trying the Kleenex right now. It kind of came off a little bit, but you can still, it might, if you didn't all of them might look pretty as shade, when you're shading a flower. But that's one thing you have to be careful with the candle. So so I'm gonna burn this off, and I'm gonna show you with the lighter. When I bought this, I had to ask the lady how to use it because I had never used one. I'm so naive. But for this, and it's so low, so I'm just gonna show you. I use this mainly when I'm cutting ribbon that I needed to make, like the flowers we made earlier. This is when you use it. When I was cinching a place and I missed it, I can just go back and do that little part. If you put a flower together and you notice something, you can go and do it real quick. That's really handy. This is really handy. But same thing, you just go over it, and it's done. So it's that quickly. Sometimes some people like to do this to cinch all the petals and then shape them. To me, I need both my hands. That's why I only use it for quick tricks, small projects that need work on. So, and then it comes to this one. I made, in Spanish, they're called mecheros, and I made it, and it uses alcohol, and it has to be 75% or higher. This one is 91. And the first time I filled it to here, but then I'm not, because I made it, I wasn't sure if it would evaporate, so I pour it back. And this is, oh, hi Pam, how are you? And so this is just for this, so I can put it back when I get done. It has to have a lid so it doesn't evaporate, or you can, whenever you're done, you just put it on and you turn it off or blow it out. So I think this was like a candle holder, but it fits and it looks pretty. So for this is what I use the most when I'm doing flowers. But I do get the smells of alcohol, and I can only probably do one at a time, one flower, and that's it. I can't do a lot because of the smell. So that's why I say you have to have a window open, or just a very well ventilated area. So this burning method, it's actually a manipulation of the fabric. So I already sealed this. And from this, you can gather it and make a flower. Let me show you. I made, just with this petal, I made this. I think it's real pretty. And I just got my petals. In the very beginning, the first three, and I did a little tuck. So like this. And you can use, well, I'm just gonna use these pliers. And you just hold it. Did I, Pam, did I buy some tweezers from you yesterday? That's what I want to use them for. I have other ones, but anyway, so you hold it and then hold it to the heat and it melts it together. So that's your little tuck. And that's what I use here on the first three petals. The rest doesn't have any tucks. I just keep going. And with this, it was just a glue. I'm sorry. I just glued them. I did, actually with this, I did 3, and then I did this second round, and then the third round. So with this, I didn't have any planned pattern. I just glued them until I got to see how full I wanted it and stuff like that. But it's just a simple pattern with that I use for that. You can use round circles, and same thing. You just go burn them. I'm just with this. I'm kind of going through the. Oh look, so it's roughly right. Whenever you apply heat, you can make it smooth. Right now, I'm sealing it, and I'm, let's say, ironing it. I think I did. Anyway, so so you can make that's your seal round piece, and then you can use just this is a little thin, and I already sealed it, but if you put heat to it, you can kind of shape it however you want. See how it's going up? That's why I said if you have a bowl of water, sometimes this gets really hot and you don't know it. But anyway, so it then you can go like that. You just shape it. You can let it burn a little bit more, kind of gathering it more. Just whatever you think you're going to make. See, it made it smaller, but it gave it a lot more texture. Good morning, Cheryl. For this flower, I don't have this one cinched, but you know how you've seen those flowers where you do that and you just keep layering it. So if you just do that with different layers, you can use your organza, which I don't have. Oh, here's a round one. Okay, I'm going to show you how to organza burns really quick. So you can seal it, but you have to be super fast. But it's still okay. So I missed a little bit there, so I can go back there, and it's gone. So same thing here. You can add more heat, and whenever I want to add texture, I don't hold it to the flame. I hold it up a little. So just with the heat, it shapes it. See? Oops. I held this like three 3 inches from the flame. So you just keep layering stuff, and if you want, you can put a big bead. For this, I don't have any made, but I'm gonna make some, and the heat's getting to my hand. Put a blob of glue. You know, you can sew them together, and then for your center, you can put all kinds of different color beads, pearls, and whatever pretty you have, and make a round. That would be really pretty. So simple like that, it would make a really pretty flower. I was trying to get some done, and I only got a few done to show you. Another, okay, back to my circle here, this one. If I already cinched the edges, but if I go and get some heat and twist it, I can make it curl. I think I like it this way better. And that looks like a rose with curled petals. Pretty ruffles. Yeah. And if I don't think that's big enough, I can just go back. I can get rid of it or heat it up and start again. You're in control, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, so for this, I'm making this flower. This is in layers. For this, I got, I folded it in half, the circle, and gather it, long stitch, and that's my petal. On this one, I use 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I have another one that is 6. And this one's going to be the third one. And I'm just going to do 3. But see how pretty that's going to look? So it takes time, but the result is really pretty. Whenever you have a petal, some roses have a little tuck there. Okay, it didn't turn. See how we did the tuck here? We can do it on the top too. So it gives you a petal like that. Okay, Big Mama, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Say hi to the girls. So anyway, so that's a pretty pretty petal. Whenever you do, okay, this one, I found this really pretty fabric. It's red, and it's one of those that I think is what's it called? Whenever you know how you stamp it, and then no, you put a stamp and then put your fabric, and then you heat it, then you get it on the fabric. That's what it looks like. it's flocked, or oops. Okay, it just landed on my burner. So that's something you have to be careful not to do. Um, so for this, this is half of a petal. And to make a rose, um, you if you fold the ends to the middle, you can seal that. And then do a little tuck here. So there's all kinds of ways you can get your fabric to the shape you want by putting heat to it. This is a little rose I made, and I was in a hurry, but this one I did sew. But it's just half a circle. Those are the petals. Oh, thank you, April. Have you made any? This is another trick. If you, this is the satin ribbon, one-sided. And if you use a spoon on the back, leaving a little bit on each side, it's already sealed, but even if it wasn't sealed, it would oops, I moved it. And it doesn't matter because you can redo it. And it's so you have a petal like that. If you have round circles of your fabric, you can use a washer, I think. I brought a washer from my husband's shop, and I don't know what I did it, but I haven't used it. But you can put it in the back. And for that, you probably would have to have a tool to hold it and then do it. With this, I can just hold it, I have my finger on top of the spoon, and I'm just doing the edge, so the rest is not near the flame. Oops, okay, that didn't turn out. And if it doesn't work, this one, I had it up, so it went up, but I don't want it up, so I can just cut it and start on that side. And there it goes. So it's fun. It just depends what this one is sort of like this when you use circles, and you can use them whenever you sew them like this. One circle. Pretend this is one circle, and you just put it right behind the other, sewing them. Gather it. If you pull it tight, you can make like a bud, pretending that's one circle. Um, so you can do all kinds of stuff. Let's do another one. Hi, Erin. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, you might want to start at the beginning when you have time. So it all depends how much you want to fold. For this one, I'm going to bring this one to the back. So my petal looks like this. And whenever I would sew my petals, it just gives like a more volume to the petal. Or you can do it both the same way. But with this, I have the two-sided. Huh. So it doesn't, I don't want, but it wouldn't matter if you have one front side and one back showing. I have made some and they're okay. I'm cutting this out so I can show you how it looks if you burn it the other way. So I'm putting it on the flat side. So the shiny side is, no, like this. So when you do your petals, both will go that way, same way. So it looked like that. See my hand? I done 500 pieces of paper. My hands are rough. Anyway, so, and then I would gather this and then construct your flower how you would like it. Yeah, or I don't know if you saw whenever I did this. If you put heat, you can smooth out your fabric if it's all wrinkled. You don't have to iron it. You just add heat and smooth it out like that. But you can curl the petals by putting heat and then twisting it. I like doing it this way better. And that's how, if I didn't like that petal, I can put heat and smooth it out and start over. And I'm not holding my fabric on the flame. I'm holding it like 2 inches. I just want some heat. And it got too hot. Um, and then twist. And then you get all the ruffles. And that's what I was made out of it. Oh, they're not all my ideas. I'm just finding different, easier ways. And so when you're ready, you can just dive into it. So on this petal here, I can, because I missed that, then that's when will use my lighter. When I have small little pieces that need just a little bit, I would do that. Since I didn't cinch the bottom here, I could bring it whenever I'm done and I just go over it really quick. and seal it. So you only, that saves time. So you only need to focus on the top. See, this was when I was trying to learn to do the curls on them. Now that would be prettier. And this, yeah. Or you can just heat it and go like that instead of the spoon. If you, I was showing them earlier, you can do a little tuck. That one's still burnt. Let me do it on that one. You just, everything's you heat it and then you press on it to leave a little tuck if you want a little dimension. You can heat it in the middle to bring the petal up a little bit more, like a little cup. So you're in control. So just do what you want to do. If you want curls here, put curls there. I don't know because it's sealed with the because of the etching and the ribbon. Because this is ribbon and this is, no, it's one-sided and I just burned it. It didn't look like I burned it, but it did. Anyway, this was just a practice. But it just, that's all. That's one thing you have to be careful not to do. Whenever you have a petal like this is very thin fabric, so you have to be fast. And I am going to cut those because I was telling the ladies, if you can burn them, but that gives you more fumes and a thicker edge, not as smooth as you would like it. So this has been around and it has frayed. So I'm trying to cut as much as I can so it doesn't give me that hard edge. And for this, I would just go like that, one petal at a time. If you see that edge, if you want it smoother, you can burn it till it rounds, but you can do it. It just makes it a little thicker here. And remember the fumes. So you can just go, if you don't like the shape, just go and shape it. Remember, petals are not exactly the same. They're all different. And so I'm not, so just go fast. And there it is. Look at it. If you mess, you can go back. And then if you want to, give it dimension, you can curl it or whatever you want to do. But with this, you would have different, and you stagger them and then sew them. I was making this one. And for this, did I sew this one? Yeah. For this, I just wrap my fabric on my fingers. And then, hold on. Then I just got my petals. You cut on the sides, but you don't go all the way down. I'm leaving about 3/4, half an inch. And you get this. This one's, my fingers were too fat today. It all depends. It doesn't matter. And I have burned the fabric there, so I'm going to cut that off. And like I said, this takes time because it's doing one at a time. And I'm just going on the side of my flame, kind of quick. So there's a little piece I can burn it off, but I don't want to, so I'm just sealing it. So I just go like this all the way, and all you need to do is move fast. So see the difference? I left that one, I didn't cut it off, and it gives a little bit of an edge. You can see. That's why I cut him off, because I don't like that thickness. If you do a good job cutting it at the beginning, then you don't have to, but I didn't. Anyway, so once I did all this, I'm going to cut this off because it's not. To do that, I just gather it. And with the long stitch, needle and thread. So let's pretend that's gathered. This, and then I would just do this on top here. And because these are bigger, maybe they might look better on the bottom. But it's just layering it. I could make a smaller one to go on top. Just like this one. Whatever you think you like, if it's flat enough, full enough, you can just leave it. I don't remember. This was the width of the fabric, and I just did that. So this is not sealed, so you can tell. And I'm not going to. I could right now and do it, but because my threads are there, you don't want it burn your threads because that will lose your stitches. So I'm going to be gluing this to something, so it's going to be okay. Not to cinch the bottom. My personal. With this one, I started doing it, and all you do is after you do fringe the your circle, you just fold. With that one, I folded it in thirds, one to the top and one to the bottom, and see how full it goes. And I only did 3 and 6. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I did 2. So I might do a smaller one with the same color, or you can put a big bling in the middle. It all depends. But if you keep going one more layer, it's going to be kind of round, and you can make it a little smaller. But it's just, these are just circles. Okay, so okay. Boy, hi Brenda, Gina, thank you for coming. Oh, thanks. Nothing is die cut. I I just cut it with my scissors. When I have big layers, I use my big ones. When I use smaller, I use my little ones. So it all depends what you need to do. But I do. I was thinking. I wonder if you can die cut them. I don't have a machine, so I don't know if it will do it. Sometimes you might have to put paper and paper the fabric, and then you dye. I believe. I'm not sure, but I never die cut. Everything's just done by hand. Um, I want to see if there's. Oh, hi, Penny. No, Penny's here. How is your husband, hon? Jersey girl. Hi, Emily. How are you? Hi, Kathy. Oh my goodness. I was into my work and I missed all of you. So thank you for coming. Um, yeah, I mean, this is what's fun. It's all handmade. So for leaves, um, I didn't, this is the only ribbon I have. I just got brown ribbon from Pam. Um, but this, this is just a green fabric. And I just tore a strip. Tearing it, it's a fast way to get the strip straight, but it does waste fabric because like this one, it just curled and you have to cut that off. But see if, see how long it took to get rid of it. So you get a lot of fumes and it burned. So I don't, if I have to use the edge, I would have to cut that off and do it. Um, that's why you need nice straight edges. I'm sorry if I went off the screen. So I just got my petals. I don't know why I keep cutting them small. But so you just got the, and this is done freehand. Some are fatter, some are longer, some are whatever. And I don't know where they went because I need them. So you do seal the edges. Then if you want to do the veins, you fold it in half. With this one, because it's not, I'm going to do half, put heat to it, and then crease it. And then I'm just going to fold the other half and crease it. So you have your, you see it better here. And then if you, let me get this tip out. Oops, I got too much. Hold on. If you want veins going this way, you can fold from the center, put heat and crease, and you get a vein. What I like to do is go to your first vein, fold it in half, crease. Go to your second vein, spot, and crease. Ta-da! And then you can Put heat to the edge and give it a little wave. You can go all the way down if you want. If you, let me do this one because I don't know what I do with the others. So I have this one all, you know how you have leaves that are kind of, when they fall in and they're beginning to dry and they're twisted and stuff. So you can take your leaf at this step after you do your veins and twist it like this and put heat and press on it. So it's just all, you know, it has texture. It's wrinkled. So, and if you didn't like it, just put heat and smooth it out. And start over again. So it's fun, it's easy, it takes time, and I'm not gonna put veins on this one. I'm just going to curl the edges. And it does get hot, depending how long you put it in. Hi, Shauna. Welcome. It's neat. It takes time and patience and practice. I'm still learning. Because like I say, I can't do it a long time. This is probably the longest I have my thing on. Because you do get fumes. Anyway, those are the leaves. This kind of petal. Uh, do you guys have any questions? There's this one that this is what's it called? Organza ribbon. And if I just cut it here, it just has a little edge. This is where it opens, the side. Seal that. You have a shape like this. You can gather it. Oh, another trick I learned is if you take a needle, oops, take a needle. In this case, I have a pen like that, and you just gather it. You cut that off, then seal it. Then there's the shape of your leaf. And it has the vein because, oops, that's where we sealed it first. And then we just gather it. And that's all done by heat. And that's organza ribbon. That's the only green ribbon I have. And you can do some petals like that with like color. And that would be a petal. And you just make a flower, gather a bunch and make that shape of a flower. Yes. Yes. Anything polyester has petroleum. So, do you guys have any questions? Mm. Um, I just read Shauna's comment. You can also stiffen up the fabric with a water glue mix to make them stiffer. On what part, Shauna? Okay, see, I don't have a die cutter, but like I said, you might be able to. Um, to me, it's so hard to cut shiny fabrics by hand as it is. But if it works, that would be awesome. Um, I'm not sure about the stiffen. Oh, the stiffen the like the ribbon. Like I said, it was kind of limp. I guess you could. Um, if it has your curls and stuff, it would get rid of them. You can probably, instead of burning them, I think you could probably shape them with the glue. While it's almost dry, I think you can probably shape them, I would think. Um, what else was I going to show you? Let me see my notes. So it's just wherever you want to add texture or any, just put heat and shape it that way you want. There's so many things you can do. This lady was using a ribbon that, and you buy that ribbon like that, it has ridges, like a in and out type, and it looked kind of neat. So you could probably do something like this. Oh, I blew out my thing. Fold your fabric like that, and then like a fan type, and this would come in handy, or your twisters or whatever. Hold it and put heat, and I bet you get those ridges too. I just thought about doing it, which I didn't, but I think I have enough fumes today. So, oh, thank you. Grosgain? No, it's not Grosgain. It's bigger. But you would get the same kind of look. But Grosgain is tiny. These are bigger. So whenever you do your ruffles, it looks really cool. I'll do one someday, and then I'll try it, and then it. So you would see the ridges going down on the whole ribbon. But yes, you can use cross grain ribbon too. Yeah, you fold it like a fan, I would think. I haven't done it, but I think you could. Um, for folds like this, whenever you need to crease it, you could probably use your curling iron or your straightener. It just gives you the creases it, but it won't seal it, the petals. So these are some kind of flowers you can make that I haven't finished. Oh, this is a, there we go. But see, then it's kind of flat like this, but I would sew it down and I would press on it. Or if you glue it on, if you put hot glue, just press on it so it doesn't stay flat, but it goes up, and that gives it more dimension too. Anyway, it's lots of fun. It takes time, and all these fabrics, ladies, were scraps I have found. I haven't bought any. I was doing this one, in this petal. Uh, for this petal, I just cut. I rounded off one side, and I rounded off the opposite side, like a tear. And then I cut out, I went in, do this one, kind of round. I guess I could just cut instead of rounding up the edges. Like this. And then I just added heat to it. And you press on it if you want it kind of curly. When you have heat, press on it and it curls up. And then I just fold it in half. And that's what you got. This was a smaller size square. But anyway, you can do whatever comes to your mind, experiment and manipulate. That's the word. Thank you, ladies. So, who was here for my very first flower tutorial? Can you say me if you were here for my very first tutorial? And I think, Erin, were you here? It was a night. Hi, Alyssa. Yes, you were here. Hadn't seen you today. Thank you for saying hi. Else. Okay, so I'm going to send you each one of my flowers that I made the first day. And So you'll be surprised. I'm not going to show you. I'll just, I'll send you that. You're welcome. But you didn't say me, Erin. Um, so who was here for my second tutorial? Okay, I'm going to start with April. April was here for my second. Yeah, I can look it up when I can watch the video really quick. Okay, Irma. Anybody else that was here the second time? How about the third time? We had a lot of people on the third time. I think you missed the second one, Erin. So, so if you're still here right now, say me. I'm gonna hold on. Okay, after excuse me. Put me if you're here today. I know Bonnie was here the first one. She's been here all for everyone. Right now, she had to go to Julie's live and she helps out, so she couldn't stay. April. That's all. Did Penny, I know Penny, you're going home. I'll put you down. I know you've been here a couple times. Anyway, I'm going to do a little drawing and I'm going to send you a little kit to the person that has been here the most. I know. I remember the first one. I know Christina was here and was like, it impressed me too. See people because I thought, oh, nobody's gonna show up. But anyway, so I'll do a little drawing to see. I'm gonna put a little kit together of different fabrics, and that can help you out to make something. I had a quesadilla because I made salsa and it was really good. And I thought, what can I eat with it? So I thought, oh, quesadilla is good. So I shouldn't have a quesadilla, but it was good. Anyway, it's been fun. Also, I'm going to do another little drawing. If you ladies leave a comment, then I'll pick a winner from those comments. And no, and Alisa, since you're here, I'm going to show you. You asked me about the 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 um the rickrack, yes, at the sale last week, and I totally missed that. This is the pink, the light pink, and this is an off-white, but you could see the size difference. And remember, you got some different colors that were tinier than the pink one. Anyway, I'm sorry I missed your question that the sale, but I was gonna send you a picture, but I thought, okay, since you're here, I'll show you. So you asked to see it. There you are. Um, so thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do leave a comment for the drawing. And then I'm gonna have my sale tomorrow. So if you want to come, it's gonna be at 10 o'clock Pacific time. And then I'll ask you then, Alyssa, how much you want if you're there. If not, I think it was 4 yards for $2.25, I think. So it is pretty. I found it and I had to buy it all. So it is tight. It's hard to find. And I had one that is even tinier, but that's really vintage. So at least I got those. But anyway, it's been fun. Thank you for joining me at my mess here. I hope you guys learned something and make some. If you make some flowers, you can probably post them on Kathy's channel or Laura's channel, right? And then we would like to see what you make. Thank you, thank you. And I'll post, if that's okay, Laura. I'm sure it is, but I should ask you first. Oh, happy Monday to you too, Erin. It was a good sale yesterday. I spent too much. Okay, thank you so much. So I'll post your channel on my sale tomorrow so people can go there. And I appreciate that. But it's fun. I'm going to do a tutorial on tips and tricks of sewing related. I don't know what to call it yet. Whenever you leave a comment, tell me what my title should be for my sewing tips and tricks, or just sewing tips and tricks, whatever sounds good to you. If you come up with something different, let me know in my comments. How's that? I'm making some, we're doing a fundraiser for somebody, so that's where I'm going to start selling my flowers for that. But then I have ideas how to use them. I just haven't had much time. And fall's coming, and I thought, oh, I can do this with that. And it's like, oh. So, and then if I want to sell or what. But hopefully you guys can come to my sale tomorrow. Lots of linens. I bought a bunch, not a bunch, but I bought some from Erin, which I don't really need, but I like some of them. So, but I have the dollar deals plus fabrics plus linens plus whatever I didn't sell last week. So hopefully you can make it. Thank you so much. And you ladies have a wonderful day and be creative today. I'm gonna get rid of my stuff and I have to be creative how do I store it. That's about it. Anyway, love you all. Thank you so much. And talk to you later. Bye. Mm. Bye, April. Bye, Brenda. Bye, Erin. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Laura. Okay, I'm gonna end this.